members of council, Chief Administrative Officer Green, commissioners, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us to usher in a new term of the Council of the Corporation of the Town of Oakville. Our fellow citizens voted in record numbers in the recent town election. They gave 11 of us a renewed and strengthened mandate. They gave the 2 of us who are newly elected a chance to join in facing our unfinished work and any challenges that the future may put in our way. But problems can become opportunities when the right people get together to work on them, Robert Redford said, and the next 4 years will show if we are the kind of people that he was thinking about. All who labor to create a path to a better future for Oakville realize that we are an unfinished town at a unique point in our history. The 1978 official plan shaped pretty much the last 30 years. Our new Livable Oakville official plan will guide us over the next decades to the point of build-out or population stability. In the next 4 years, we will complete the green print for our future. Then we'll begin the work to finish our town to the design that we began 4 years ago and called Livable Oakville. We on council work in concert with our community for our common goals in a town of people devoted to the common good. Oakville residents are uncommonly community-minded and volunteer-spirited. A friend recently sent me a photo of 60 boys and girls at a tournament we organized when they were 11 years old. My friend added this caption to the photo: "Every one of these kids is either in college or university now." And isn't this what Oakville is really about? People coming together and taking responsibility for the next generations? Our safe and attractive town does not happen by accident. We make it happen. We take care of each other. We volunteer. We invest in civic facilities. We provide opportunities for good things to happen to each other. We create and we maintain a strong and resilient public realm so that the part of Oakville life that we share in common is as livable as we can make it. We work to be part of something better than we can be by ourselves. 4 years ago, many of us recalled what the world-famous urban planner Andres Duaney had said about Oakville in 2003. He spotlighted one of the ways that Oakville was an unfinished town. He said some in Oakville had figured out how to create wonderfully livable private places to live their private lives, but we had not learned how to create correspondingly livable public places for the public part of our lives. And public places are the measure of any society. There we meet each other as equals. When we gather at Georgia Square on Remembrance Day, when we bring a new generation of children to the Santa Claus parade, when we see each other in our parks, on our trails, in our buses, our arenas, our fields, or our theater or our libraries, we meet as equals. We share in the activities of everyday life in safety and security in Oakville, where we can do our best to reach our potential as individuals and as a community. Last term, we set out to put Oakville on a path to become the most livable town in Canada. We invested in the public realm. We built a more expressive memorial in Georgia Square to commemorate the sacrifices for freedom that we treasure today. We built new sports facilities, new transit facilities, a new library. We built new roads, new sidewalks, and new sewer and water facilities. We created an aspirational plan for our future, and the voters endorsed our work. The members of this council campaigned for a number of priorities for this term. Let me highlight the objectives that you can expect we will achieve over the next 4 years. Our priorities begin with controlling growth. We know we will grow. We control how and how fast and how well we keep up to serve the growing public realm needs of the growing private realm. The most urgent thing we have to do is to bring our zoning bylaws into alignment with our new official plan. This work will take up to 3 years, and it will complete the control growth agenda of this and our previous council. We will work with the province to create new, greener building standards so that we can reduce the environmental footprint of the new homes to be built in Oakville over the next decades. Growth has not been aligned with our representation by wards on council. One ward, the Northwest, is approaching nearly 1/3 of the population, but has only 1/6 of the representation on council. We will address this. We will work to create an integrated community sustainability plan, a long-term strategic plan that identifies goals for sustainability and provides direction for how to get there. We will protect our health protection air quality bylaw and our new do no harm planning rules. We will strengthen our private tree protection bylaw. We will begin construction of our long-needed modern hospital. We will study creation of a united heritage district to unite our existing 3 heritage districts. We will update our Parks, Recreation, Culture, and Library Master Plan to reflect the needs of our future and present, and we will finalize our Harbors Master Plan. And together, we will work to create a new summer event to celebrate our waterfront. We will nurture our community's economic prosperity. We will bring new employment lands online. We will pursue new employment ideas suggested in the Creative Oakville report. We will support our business improvement areas. We will begin redeveloping the Bronte Mall and the Kerr and Spears Mall and the Midtown Urban Growth Center. We will encourage local employment by making it easier for people to get to work at local jobs as we complete the rollout of our transit plan. We will conduct the public consultation that we have become known for in the creation of plans for the reuse of public lands at Oakville Trafalgar Memorial Hospital, Oakville Trafalgar High School, the old one, Brantwood, Lynbrook, and Chisholm Public Schools, the old Oakville Arena, and Centennial Square. The redevelopment of the old military housing lands on Dorval already is proceeding according to Council's unanimous plan and will be completed in this term of Council. We will develop more new non-tax revenues from our local utility with district energy systems and solar panel power on the rooftops across town. We will continue our road renewal catch-up to get our road quality up to 100% by 2022. We will complete our catch-up on our deficit in community facilities with the opening next year of the Queen Elizabeth Park Community Center and our new state-of-the-art transit depot. We will work to create more opportunities for Habitat for Humanity, following on the success of our first 2 Habitat projects this year. We will create more bike paths and more trails. We will begin construction of our Oakville Harbor West Shore plan, and we will complete it in 5 years. We will acquire and open to the public more public waterfront. We will implement a plan to achieve our goal of 40% tree cover by the 200th anniversary of our town. We will continue to clear snow, remove leaves, mow parks, plant flowers, and water everything, and enforce our bylaws to maintain the level of quality and public satisfaction that we achieved over the last 4 years. We will continue to implement our performance-based program budgeting, PB2, to ensure that our taxpayers receive full value and excellent value for every tax dollar. This council understands that the public's money should be spent efficiently and effectively to deliver the programs and services that you and our community value. We will create a lobbyist registry to increase transparency. We will work to attract and develop high-quality staff necessary to deliver these programs and services and facilities so that we can keep improving what we do and make it ever more sustainable. we will be facing a wave of retirements and a widespread labor shortage in the years ahead. We need to be sure that we have the right policies so that we can compete successfully with the private sector for the best employees. This responsibility is a core duty of any board of directors of any corporation. We on council are the policy-setting component of civic government. The province has created Oakville's government as a corporation. The law assures us a professional civil service to manage things. We will repeat the highly successful seminars that we ran last term for staff, council, and the public to understand the what, the how, and the why of civic governance. This will reduce the chances for people to run around barking up the wrong trees when they need something. These are our goals for the next 4 years. As we achieve them, the more livable Oakville will become and the more sustainable it will be. You may expect me to work with all members of council to achieve our common goals. You may expect me to approach our collaboration with a style based on the words of Oscar Peterson, who said, "You not only have to know your own instrument, you must know the others and how to back them up at all times." That's jazz. The Jazz Festival is our most successful public event. And remember, the result we get in jazz depends on listening and responding to each other, not following a conductor. You are entitled to expect all members of council will be responsive to their constituents and to each other, reflective of their election commitments, and responsible to the whole town. Oscar Peterson had advice for individual players too, when he said, "It's the group sound that's important, even when you're playing a solo." This is a council with a strong foundation of working together effectively. We find consensus when we engage with each other and expand each other's understanding of the facts each of us brings to a discussion. When we agree on what the facts and the opportunities and the challenges are, the path is almost always obvious. This approach leads us away from unnecessary disputes and towards good, long-lasting decisions. As the founder of the Ford Motor Company said, "Coming together is a beginning, staying together is progress, and working together is success." The future and what we provide for our children is what keeps me going. That's what seems to keep my colleagues going too. Members of this council come from all walks of life. What we have in common is all of us are parents. Some are grandparents. I won't name names. All of us have extensive records of community service and volunteerism. We bring varied experiences and perspectives to our work, but we share a commitment to keeping Oakville a great place to raise a family. The things we need to do together for each other are the things that make us the community that we are and will be. That's what one of our greatest Canadians, William Osler, had in mind when he said, "We are here to add what we can to life, not to get what we can from it." We will work as hard as we know how to add what we can to life in Oakville. Please give us your prayers, your goodwill, and your patient understanding, and we will give the same to you. Together, when we work with vision, creativity, and imagination, we create a town capable of overcoming great challenges and achieving great goals. Together, we will make the future of our unfinished town brighter, cleaner, greener, more sustainable, and more resilient. Together, let us work to make our unfinished town the complete community that we all want our town to become. Thank you.